This is 8 Minutes of Awesome. I'm Jennifer Lipsky. There are some statistics that show that more than 2 million injuries are sustained annually by high school athletes in the U.S. due to poor training methods, among other things. But Nathan Friedkin has dedicated himself to making that news of the past. Hi, Nathan.
Hey, Jennifer.
Thanks so much for sharing this time with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I love what you're doing with 8 minutes of awesome, and it's truly a privilege and an honor to be here with you.
Well, thank you. It's my honor as well. So, Nathan, tell us about the work you do.
Sure. Basically, I've started a company. It's called Maximum Performance Yoga. And the mission of our company is to bring an athletic form of yoga to student athletes, starting in the United States and eventually all over the world.
Wow, that is amazing. I would love to know how you came to this line of work. What was it in your own life that drew you to this?
Sure. Basically through my own yoga practice, Jennifer, I started changing my life. I started feeling great, feeling healthy, or healthier than I was. Uh, it started giving me a great amount of patience, insight, clarity. I was going through a fairly difficult transition after a divorce, and I felt like there were a lot of pressures on me to be a good um, co-parent, a good father to my sons, who I'm very close to, and they're young. They were 8 and 12 when the divorce happened. So it was really important for me to be the best person I could be during this time of um, I don't know. I think divorce is a cataclysmic time in people's lives. I mean, lives change and shift, uh, and I was motivated to be the best I could be, and so I was drawn to yoga as a way to stay calm through all the turbulence and shifting, and it was a fantastic path for me. And gradually, I would take my sons, and I would see how they would respond to yoga as well. And it just struck me as a parent, when you see your children doing yoga, there's a very special feeling that you get, uh, that your child is held in incredible hands of just care and health and just a soulful way of being. So I reacted to how I felt when I saw my kids doing yoga, and at the same time, they're both very athletic, and I'm involved in sports a lot as a coach. And I felt like there was an opportunity here to bring yoga to kids who are athletic, who are on sports teams, who are getting just crushed by overuse and pressure from their coaches, pressure from parents who aren't quite balanced, um, pressure from their own expectations. It's hard enough being a kid growing up. Add on all the competitive dynamics of athletics, and if it isn't done right, it can have a detrimental effect. So to me, yoga is the cure for almost, it makes everything better. It doesn't matter what walk of life you exist in. And I just saw an opportunity to bring yoga to kids on sports teams. And that's what I've been building since September.
Oh, that is so exciting. And I know, yoga is very physical, certainly moves the body in a lot of great ways, but also moves the breath as well and allows a person to get into that inner space. So, tell me a little bit about maybe an experience of a student that you've had, that you've seen transform in this way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's incredible about what we do is we have found a way to bring yoga and mindfulness to teenagers. And if you are a parent and you have a teenager in the house, and you're a parent who knows that yoga is awesome, I dare you to try and get your teenager to go to a studio with you. It's not going to happen. They're not going to be caught in a studio, especially if it's a guy. They're like, Mom, forget it, Dad. Awesome about what we do is like we found a way to market it and message it so it's cool to kids, so it's athletic, so it's part of their training routine. When you talk about the breath and accessing kind of that inner place, right, we're not going to talk like that when we do yoga for kids. What we're going to talk about is focus, right, your drive, your determination, and that only comes from you. You're not going to get that anywhere. So we talk to them the way a coach talks to them, but ultimately, at the end of all of our classes, if you walked into a gym and you saw 24 teenage boys on a basketball team, the junior varsity and the varsity, all sitting cross-legged, eyes closed, and meditating, you're like, wow, how does this happen? And the feedback that we're getting is the kids love it. They love how they feel when they're quiet and when they're given permission to just do nothing but sit and breathe. And to me, that's just a remarkable element that we've tapped into. I think kids want permission to just be able to sit and breathe, and we give them that permission. And we guide them a little bit through those meditations. So we have some great testimonials from athletes who really enjoy that part the best of our training.
That's amazing. So you're really guiding them to do that kind of disconnecting to connect. Really,
Absolutely.
yeah, really strong.
Yeah.
My question is, how do you get them to keep their cell phones like away?
Yeah. Well, what's awesome is we don't have to worry about that because we go to the gyms, we go to the field, so they're already at practice,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So the
yeah.
coach says, "Hey, now it's time for maximum performance yoga. Everybody, do your best," and then we come on and then we train them. So we're being met halfway, and that's how we're different than a lot of yoga for kids programs. And there's some amazing yoga for kids programs. There's Yogi Beans in New York, which is awesome. There's yoga for classrooms, yoga for kids, some great nonprofits where they bring yoga into schools and into the classrooms. That's very different than what we do. So we all have the same goal and the same, we want the same result. We want kids to be happy and healthy and strong. And we just do it in different ways. So we're already dealing with kids who want to be better, who are already using their bodies. So I don't have to worry about their cell phones during practice. I have to worry about my kids' cell phones every other hour of the day.
Right, right, absolutely. And I would like to know right now if there was one message that you had for other people to hear today, what would that message be?
I mean, I think ultimately the message for all of us is stay open and stay curious to the world, and that type of openness and curiosity with every interaction, every person that you meet, every situation that you have a chance to encounter. Try and bring child's mind to it, which is a term they use in Buddhism, and it just means not bringing the narratives that we all bring as adults and all the stories we tell ourselves about the way somebody looks or how they sound or their context. Like, get curious and learn about that person. And if you can stay open as a person, you're going to grow and just live a better life.
A strong message. Nathan, thank you so much. And for anyone who wants to contact Nathan directly and learn more about his really awesome program, you can do that at his website, maxperformanceyoga.com. Nathan Friedkin, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, and best of luck with 8 Minutes of Awesome. And if there's any way that I myself or Maximum Performance Yoga can support you, just let us know. We'd love to stay involved.
Oh, thank you so much.